here we have a Vic-20. Some of you will remember that there was a 64 I was trying very hard to rescue. And even though I had not unsoldered in a long time, I unsoldered two chips, the PLA chip and the U2 chip with a 65, which is a 6522 chip, 6526 chip, sorry. And so I returned that machine to the fellow. He was very pleased that it was working, and he handed me this Vic-20 to have a look at. Now, I think there's a good chance that this might work, because the power supply that he had, from what I know, is not working. Now, does this mean it's going to work? No. Am I hoping it's going to work? Yes. So, we have power. We have a video. We'll flip the switch. Shazam! Alright, so, hang on. Whoa. I gotta reach over here. Touch the second button. Move down. Turn it on. Shazam! Look at that. Well, that doesn't really come out very neat and tidy. By the time, well, maybe you'll see this. Maybe I just need to. By the way, what I did is I put in 10 print, quote, World of Commodore, space, quote, semicolon, colon, go to 10. So it just keeps on doing it. I'm going to take that semicolon out. And it is printing it over and over and over. One, two, three, four. There. Oh. Oh dear. One too many. Alright, so on a 22 column machine, when you got no space, creativity is called for. When what you want to print is 23, where is? I know there's a little single thing. Ha! There it is. There. Ah! What have I done? Oh, okay. Hang on. That should do. Yeehaw. So, I know I had planned on doing this, you know, some other time. But I will not, because I will do it, this video will go ahead of others and go live before December the 7th, 2019. When, of course, T-Pug is holding the World of Commodore at the Admiral Inn in Mississauga. For all information, go to Google and type in World of Commodore 2019, and it will tell you everything. But what the World of Commodore is, I mean, years ago it was tens of thousands of people would go to the International Center, once again in Mississauga, and stores would be there, and it was a great time to go and, well, the funny thing is, you had to pay to get into the show, and then you could buy things, but often things were discounted, some on sale, some. This was long before any of the Black Friday things, although it did usually happen in December of the year, whatever year it was. I think this is the 40th anniversary of the first World of Commodore show. Anyway, if you're in and around Toronto, it's a good thing to go to. There'll be a lot of like-minded people, and maybe a chance to pick up something, another joystick, some paddles, a cartridge, a game, a computer, a disk drive. Who knows? You never know what's going to be there. There will be, of course, there's always this one fellow who's always selling lots of stuff. And then there's other people, I mean, you just never know. And there's a draw and a raffle thing that goes on, and it really, there's seminars. It's not anything like it used to be, but it is a great thing to go to. And if this fellow, who I just met up with a couple of days ago, goes, and I'm hoping that he will be able to go, I'll be able to hand him back his Vic-20 and say, hey, it works. Now, he also gave me a data set. I haven't looked at that yet. But the Vic-20 is working. And just for fun, let's take a cartridge and put it inside. Look at that. It's, oh, what's happening? Oh. Okay, the keyboard on that might be a little dirty. Anyway, I don't have a joystick plugged in at this moment. Also, the volume is loud. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And is that the joystick I seek? I think it is. One thing, I mean, I know the 64 and the 128 and others are nicer because they have 2 joystick ports. But I tell you, there's also nice things. Oh, it's nice. Hello. Press F1 or fire to start. Oh. Now, the other day, I tried this. Oh, it didn't have remarkable success. Just like that. Now I want to go down. I'm holding it down. It's not going to let me go down. Okay, now it's going down. Oh, I'm really having trouble getting my directions. And I'm good again. Maybe I just need to sit a little better in front of it. That'll make all the difference. Okay, that's going better. And now I can get some of these guys. I think maybe I can catch them. Maybe I'm doomed. Okay, now this does... okay. I'm not doing very well, but it does seem to be doing better. Well, that is refreshing to know that this machine works. It's nice to have something that works. And it isn't going to take a whole lot of anything. But mind you, he does need, what he really needs is a Commodore 64 power supply, which also will work on the Vic-20. They're the same. So really, he only needs one power supply. So it will be really great sending him a text very soon to tell him it's working. And that he can trip down memory lane with his son. Sorry, he will trip down memory lane. His son will make new memories. So this is good. Now, it did give me a data set to check. I'm not going to do that at this moment. I'm also not going to put this in the pile because I don't want to get it mixed in. And I may have to do a little more testing on it. I don't know, maybe the keyboard's a little dirty. I don't know. But it's nice to be able to mark something with that. Because I don't know what other things he has to go with his rescued Commodore 64. I'd like to think that if he goes to the World of Commodore, at minimum, he can find a power supply, which will work with both, and then he can't work them at the same time, but he can have one or the other going. And he had a Commodore joystick that was broken, which, I mean, weren't they all? They were really cheap inside. I'm surprised they even made those things. Anyway, hopefully he can find, I think Dungeons and Dragons was the game that he was big on. I think on the Commodore 64, so hopefully he can find that and he can get that going. Look at that. This one. This foot is kind of down. I don't know. I guess what's happened is the foot has come off and someone has stuck it in the middle. Oh well, sorry. Anyway, we have a machine that works. Compared to the other things I've been doing lately, this is magical. And he will be so pleased. So, life is good. It is some yellow, but it works. Life is good. So, if you have a chance, hang on. 1, 2. There we go. By the way, the other Commodore thing I have had up here, I found online. This I found online. I take no credit for it. I just like it. Kind of looks like a Jello Commodore logo. I don't know if it was electronically created or if really somebody made Jello. I don't know. I suspect electronic. Anyway, if you're in and around Toronto, go to the World of Commodore if you get a chance. It's, I think it's $10 to get in, and that includes your TPUG membership for the year. And TPUG is the Toronto Pet Users Group. But they support and cater to all Commodore machines, the Amiga, everything. And you just never know what you'll see, what you'll find, who you'll meet, what contacts you make. It's a great time to network if you have things to sell, or you've got too much, or you're looking for things, or you've been tinkering on something and you just can't figure it out. There will be many great minds there. And I'll be there too. Bye for now.